Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because with Pizzagate, we were touching power. We were touching the real story. And it was split off and segmented strategically on these internet boards. Now, where's a lot of internet talk? Where's a lot of internet talk happening now, right? Especially with the youth, because the youth is important. The youth is where you have to put the propaganda tendrils. Because the boomers, they're cooked. There's no hope for the boomers. I mean, if you're a boomer out here watching this, because there was a boomer who was watching one of my videos, and he got pissed at me in the comments and was like, we're not all bad. You know what? We love our boomers. We love our woke boomers. But unfortunately, a good portion of you are f***ing stupid. Oh, crap. Yeah, we implemented a swear jar. Just because I'm trying to curse less. But you guys are freaking stupid. And you guys watch CNN, Fox News slop all day and get your brains eroded. You know what's the real secret? Gen Z, Millennials, and Gen Alpha are stupid too. And you know why? Because instead of being on CNN and Fox News, we're on these boards like 4chan, Reddit, TikTok, or TikSlop, I like to call it, Instagram. And these social media platforms are used to specifically manipulate you into supporting certain things. Now, obviously, that's self-evident, right? It's called propaganda for a reason. But I think a lot of people, especially my age, believe that they cannot be propagandized by propaganda. And this kind of shows it. Well, this is a little bit older, because I think millennials were more on 4chan. Millennials were more on Reddit. You know, TikTok is really where, you know, the Gen Z like to live. But especially with 4chan and Reddit, I mean, it's pretty obvious that had infiltration, that had manipulation. Now, with TikTok, you're seeing the same thing with David Ellison purchasing it. And now you can't even write certain stuff on comments. You can't even say Jeffrey Epstein's name in DMs. Because it's completely controlled opposition. And Benjamin Netanyahu already had a conversation and said that American propaganda is the eighth front of his war. Because they need America. They need America to support them. Otherwise, they get destroyed. It's part of national security for them. So again, propaganda is real. Propaganda is real. And you can be propagandized even if you don't think you can be. Now, especially with this Jeffrey Epstein situation, I wanted to go over and talk about a little bit more about how crazy the situation is and how nobody is really going in on it, especially mainstream media. Because, again, the older generation really holds power right now in the country. Because they're the ones who are voting. They're the ones that need to be appealed to. They're the ones with a lot of money. And they're the ones who are blind to the situation. Unfortunately.